All right, let's check this video out.
Your camera up a little bit so your hair's not cut off.
Okay.
Oh, you ready? You got good light. This is what I'm talking about.
Yes, baby.
What's your name, baby?
My name is my.
I swear, women with throat tattoos, it's like they're for the streets.
My real name is Susan.
What do you want me to call you? I could call you by your nickname.
Sugar.
Sugar, where you calling us from?
I'm in Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
New Jersey. You have any
Yes,
kids?
baby. I'm sorry. What did you say?
You have any kids?
I have two.
How old are
Two beautiful girls.
How old are your two girls?
Yes, two beautiful girls.
How old are your two girls?
7 and 11.
Okay, both by the same man?
No.
Two men. Have you ever been married?
No.
What do you do for a living, Sugar?
I do insurance.
Insurance. And how old are you?
I'm 34.
34.
She's 34. Two kids by two different men. The throat tat. This is a thing where I always say this, and I'll continue to say this. Do women think that they even qualify for good men? It's like, what do you think good men deserve? This? And I say this a lot. You think good black men deserve this? This is a thing where where women view men as less than, because women want men at their best, but they think that men at their best qualifies for women at their worst, because she's at her worst, older, jaded, more bitter, more probably ran through two kids by two different men. Yes, men at their best deserves this, qualifies for this.
What's your zodiac sign?
Aquarius.
Okay. So we got Sugar, New Jersey, insurance, mom of two kids by two men, 34 is an Aquarius.
Yeah.
What kind of man you looking for, girl?
Just just a nice guy. Somebody that understands what life is supposed to be about, that understands what a partner is, that knows how to be a decent human being.
A woman with two baby daddies, I don't think she knows what a partner is. And this vague ass nuance wording, it's like what life really is. What the?
And I don't mind people that are going through certain things, but I can help you through that. But just, a good guy, like somebody decent,
Someone decent. Okay.
Yes.
What are your deal breakers?
My deal breaker is domestic violence. Somebody has any police history, and someone that doesn't like a woman with children.
Okay. Police history, do you mean someone that's once been to jail?
Yeah, it's just, I don't want somebody that deals with police on an often basis. I understand sometimes things happen, but things happen, but just don't make it a habit.
So make it a habit. Okay. Should he look a certain way?
I like tall men.
Okay. You seem tall. How tall are you?
I'm 5'8".
Okay. Okay, so tall men. Anything else? Just tall?
5'8". I like good teeth.
Wait, real quick. Someone called you Lauren England. Like, there's Lauren. That was funny. Because there's Lauren
I can't
London.
see the comments. All the comments for me are frozen, but it's fine.
Okay, that was funny. Shouts to Lauren London. They called you Lauren England.
Beautiful girl.
Oh,
beautiful gal.
It's beautiful inside and out. I mean, she's amazing. But I just thought it was funny that they called you Lauren England. Okay. Should the guy make a certain amount of money?
No.
You don't care about that? Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
All right, so that's the body.
Let me see your full body.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, we see you, girl. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Woo. Y'all always gonna show that. Y'all be putting y'all butt in my face all the time.
She's a chubby Joe. It's probably a good thing that she's tall or decently tall, because all that weight smushed would not be. Yeah, a step is, especially these unappreciated women.
Okay. Lauren England, like Suge.
Lauren England.
Suge, what was your last relationship?
Oh, probably like 5 years ago.
Why you think you've been single for so long?
You know, I went through a little. I feel like I do have I do get angry a little bit. I'm dealing. You know, I turn up a little bit, and I've been taking myself back from doing that.
Okay.
So I don't want to do that anymore.
What kind of angry were you getting? I'm confused.
I'll come to your crib. Like, yeah, I would.
Your last
I've been,
man's, once your last man's crib?
my children's father. I think I get a pass there.
Oh, both of your children's dads.
Just one.
Did
One
you
in
get arrested?
particular.
You got
No,
arrested?
not arrested, but no. You know what? So I had broke his windows in his car, and the cops pulled up, and they told me that he had these calls before. That's how I found out he was dealing with other women, because the cops told me, and they were like, "Well, you're not the first woman that was here that did something to his car before."
Here's the thing. You don't want abusive men, yet you have this abusive attitude. You will damage a man's property. Now, this man is just, he's scum. He's scum, like he's playing with his. But here's the thing. You thought he was good enough to give him a child. This is the thing. Why, I've said this countless times. You can't hold bad men accountable when women take away accountability. They take away accountability from bad men. So how can I hold a man accountable for being a cheater, a liar? How can you do that? How can you hold these shitty ass men accountable when women find it's cool to give these good, it's a good thing to give these shitty ass men their body, their time, their womb. Give these shitty ass men children. How can you hold these bad men accountable when honestly they don't see actual consequences? Yes, a broken car, but you know what? A lot of men will just chalk it up to, money has to spend. If women don't entertain these men, that is more of a consequence than a broken window. Because if women steer away from bad men, if women steer away from the Pookies, the Ray Rays, the players, the bad boys, if they steer away from these men will definitely see the errors in their ways. Like, if they cannot get women, if these players become the incels, okay, that they can't get women, that attitude changes right up. That attitude, that mindset will change right up. Because a lot of these men, why would they change being toxic? Why? Because there's no reason to change up their toxicity. She even said it. These cops said that this guy has getting plenty of calls, getting plenty of broken windows, because plenty of women give this man her body. So really, what does he care about a broken window? He could just pay for it to be fixed. All he cares about is that, you know what? I just got this woman's box, on to the next. I just got this woman to give me a child, on to the next. There's no real damaging repercussions. And that is the problem. That is why you can't hold bad men accountable, because women take away accountability from bad men. And this is the insanity. This is why I said in the beginning, what do good men deserve? What do good men qualify for? This broken woman. This woman that is 34, neck tat, 2 kids by 2 different men, trauma, bitterness, the walls, okay, in her heart, the trauma she's been through. I would not date a woman that has broken a man's window. I don't give a shit what he's done to her. Okay? Because you dealt with that man. You chose that man. So for you to get that toxic, for you to equally become toxic as him, it's a red flag.
And I found
That
out
penis must have been magical. You know, you only break windows over magical penis. Okay, but real quick, why did you break the windows in the car?
because he didn't come outside.
Okay, were you mad at him before he was supposed to come outside?
I wasn't mad till I showed up, and I called him like, yeah, I left the bar, like I'm trying to come to my baby father, you know? I left the bar. We still dealing with each other a little bit, so I
Was
wanted.
somebody in the house? Was there a girl in the house?
I didn't know until I came there and the doors were locked.
He wouldn't let you in. So your assumption is he got a woman in the house. And because of that, were y'all in a relationship?
We were in a half relationship.
So technically he wasn't exclusive to you.
Right.
You know, this is the amazingness, right? The amazingness. I love this. I love reality of how the world is. Incel men, men that can't get women. Now, I'm not saying that these men are good men. They're probably not. They're kind of messed up. But I think it's funny that people insult incel men, saying, "Oh, you can't get no one," all this stuff. You are terrible, all this shit. And then on the flip side, the men that can get women, right? The players, the bad boys, the men that can get women, I honestly believe are a whole lot more toxic. The men that the players, no one cares. No one talks about those men. Because why? Why do no one talks about those men? Because those men are highly desired. Those men are the desirable men. It is always funny how the world works. It is. Men that, let's say this, men that are low value are always shitted on. I see it. Men that are highly valued, not necessarily money and shit like that, but men that are highly desired are constantly surrounded by women. But let me say this, out of the 2 groups, right? Out of the 2 groups, in my opinion, who's done more damage to women? The highly desirable men or the men that can't get no women? Yes, he talks about a lot of shit. He talks a lot of shit online. But in my opinion, as history is, the men that's more desirable have done more damage to women. I just think it's funny. How the world, the view of the world. I really do. It's just funny. Because just hearing this, right? Here's this man that is so shitty. You know, most likely has probably a bunch of baby mamas. He can get this woman to be in a situationship with him. He can get other women to be in situationships with him. And women are fine with it. Women will, it's like, I'm amazed. This is the thing where it's funny, where you wonder why bad guys are constantly popping up. Why they're created. Why will bad men never die out? Why? Why do bad men never die out? Because women desire these men. Bad men will never die out because women constantly go for those men. So, again, how can you hold bad men accountable when women have predominantly gone for bad men? How can you blame a man? Or let's say he was once a good man, you know, respectful, loving, a gentleman, all this shit. And he turns into a womanizer. How? Because let's say this, when he was respectful, loving, caring, monogamous, all that shit, when he was that, women either didn't care about him or they cheated on him. When he was a shitty ass man, a womanizer, a player, women flocked to him. He's the one who cheated on women. Women ain't cheating on him. So really, and I've struggled with this, right? I've struggled with this in my younger years. Like, why should I even be a good guy? Why should I even be a good guy when bad men, they're winning. They're winning. Because here's the thing. Human life, the I'm not saying necessarily meaning of life, but the antithesis of life is to mate, is to gain a mate, is to have women, in a sense. We make money, we toil, our jobs, we work out, all this shit. Essentially, is to get a mate, to get women. Well, who's getting a lot of women?
Okay, so once you got there, you broke the windows of his car.
I gave him the money back though.
Oh, you paid for it?
Yeah, it was $250. Then the next day, I apologized for what I did. I gave him the money back and I moved on.
How tall was he?
Probably like 6'3".
6'3". That 6'3" penis had her breaking the car window, child. So where y'all at now? Y'all have a child together. Do y'all co-parent well?
No.
You don't co-parent well?
No.
I think it's funny that there are women, these men that women supposedly date, meet their supposed standards, and they don't work out. I'm always surprised that women keep those standards. Because she said she wants a tall man. She didn't really say much of anything else. I just think it's funny that when you date men that meet your supposed standards and then it fail miserably, you still keep those standards. I don't know how self-reflection you've done, healing or, some mental journey. I don't think so.
Okay. He got a new woman?
I don't know. He blocked me on anything. We don't speak.
Well, you did break his windows.
I gave him the money back.
Girl, it ain't that simple. You was crazy.
No, but if I see, this is my thing. If I make a mistake and I fix it,
you still broke the windows of my car. You crazy, girl.
I don't think so, for real. I don't know.
You
I don't agree.
think it's crazy to break somebody's car windows?
He broke my heart.
You broke your own heart. You just said he wasn't your man all the way. So you dealt with him knowing y'all weren't in an exclusive relationship. So you signed up and you were in agreement. You're a grown woman. You participated. So you got to take that responsibility. So now
that's the problem with a lot of women. They don't take up that responsibility. You are a grown woman. It's like you chose to get with this shitty ass man. There's consequences to it. Own up to it.
No, yes.
Yeah, so
yes.
As you, and listen, the lesson to that is maybe only deal with men that you can have an exclusive relationship with because your heart is attached. Right. But if you didn't say he cheated on you, you told me he was your child's father, but y'all weren't together, which means you knew.
You know what? I agree with you. No, you're absolutely right. I just, sometimes you go through things and you got to take yourself back to a level of really understanding what you did and what you didn't do. That's why I gave him the money back, because I realized my wrongdoings, and I'm not that out there, but
Okay, so now moving forward, do you think you have your temper under control?
Absolutely.
So you won't break nobody else's windows?
I would never.
Okay.
I believe in property and respecting people's property, and you don't. Because I know I went through a situation where somebody, after that situation, where somebody disrespected my property, they stole from me, so I wouldn't do that again. I would never disrespect somebody's property.
Okay, fair enough. Now, you don't have to answer, but I'm going to ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Probably like 3 months ago.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
I would still say my temper because it does linger. My temper.
This is the thing, right? She says her temper is still lingering. I honestly believe women's temper never gone. It's never gone. I honestly believe women's temper is never improved upon. This is why women's past matters, so men can get a good resume on what potentially what he's dealing with. This woman she's poor judging character, goes for men that are shitty men. 2 kids by 2 shitty men, most likely. A man that's not even in his child's life. So she gave a child to a man that honestly is going to be a shitty father. She thought that was a good idea. Now she has anger issues, still lingering, not gone. So, yeah, God forbid you make her angry. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. Because here's the thing, like I said, women want men at their best. Okay, at their best or going towards it. While men that are at their best get women at their worst. You're not getting women at their peak where they're less traumatized, they're less bitter, they're less bittered. They have less walls around their heart. They have no kids. Not dozens of sexual partners. She just had sex with a man 3 months ago. That she's not even in a relationship. She hasn't been in a relationship in over 5 years. So she must have a decent number of bodies. So really, men that are at their best or going towards it, getting women at their worst. Great. That's great. That's amazing.
My communication and my health.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why do you think you're single? Well, we kind of just talked about that. So we'll move forward. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Why would he be lucky?
Yes.
I feel like I'm a breath of fresh air. I feel like I don't subscribe to the dating scene. I have old school values. I believe in cooking, clean.
You don't subscribe to the dating scene. You just had sex with a man 3 months ago. What, you have a list of booty calls? That's great. That's great. That's amazing.
And being somebody for your man. I believe in being a woman first, and I believe in understanding, respecting your man, and I just have like this rush in me to be a provider in more ways than financial. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Do you want more kids?
I'm not opposed to having one.
Okay. Could he have kids already?
Yes, of course.
Okay. All right, so let's do it. We got Sugar, New Jersey. She works in insurance. Mom to 2 kids, 34. What's the age range you would date?
I would go up the lowest would be 25 and the highest would be 60.
You would go all the way to 60?
I would.
Okay, tell me why you want to go almost double your age.
Because I feel like the older you get, the smarter you get. And I would love to be with a partner that you could learn more from. And, you know.
Okay. All right. And should he be in New Jersey?
No, I would probably go 100 miles out.
100 miles out. All right, let's do it. Are you on the Kendra G singles dating?
This is the thing where I will, watching the Kendra G videos, it just always constantly think about it. It just constantly make me think that these women either ask for good men, nice guys, high value men. They constantly ask for these either rare men or decent good men. But I'm always amazed by what these women think that these men deserve. Because these women are terrible. Now, yes, some of them may look good, some of them may look good. But your looks only go so far. Your body only goes so far. Your history is shitty. A lot of times your personality is shitty. So you think that these rare or good ass men, these decent good men, deserve such terrible women. Women that honestly will bring chaos into this man's life. Yeah. I think that's ridiculous. I honestly think that's ridiculous. So I always think that. That's why I always say that a lot of these women, majority of these women, do not qualify or deserve good men. They don't. Sadly, they don't. Now, am I saying that they won't get one? No, I'm not saying that, because men will simp. Even good men will simp for a woman. Even good men will ignore red flags just because it's hard out there. It's hard out there. But that is why I honestly am more happy for like passport bro mindset and thinking that men are now branching out of their small sphere. Right? So, yeah. What do you guys think?